we are now going to do area of composite figures. So we already talked about a composite figure is a figure that is made up of different shapes, and we already found perimeter of those areas. Now we're going, or perimeter of those shapes. Now we're going to find area of those shapes. So you basically take all the different shapes and add the areas of those shapes together. So in this case, we can chop this up however we would like and make any shape we would like. Let me switch colors so you guys can see this really well. All right, so I'm going to use this rectangle right here. Okay, and that rectangle is 4 by 8. If I counted right, 4 by 8. So that is 32 units squared. Then I'm going to, let's do this, and do this rectangle here, which is 3 by 3, so that is 9 units squared. And then I have a few triangles, and area of a triangle equals 1/2 times the base times the height, or we can also say that base times height divided by 2, because divided by 2 is the same thing as multiplying by 1/2. So this one here, my base is 2, my height is 2, so 2 times 2 is 4, divided by 2, or multiplied by 1/2 is 2. So the area there is 2 units squared. And I've got this triangle over here, which is a 3 by 3. So 3 times 3 is 9, divided by 2 is 4.5 units squared. So then I need to add all of these pieces together. I've got 9 plus 2 is, 32 plus 2 is 34, plus 9 is 43, plus 4.5 is 47.5 units squared. If you don't have what the units are, always just write units, and that does not look like a squared, but that is squared. So 47.5 units squared. Did I add them all up? Got 32, got the 2, got the 9, 4.5. Make sure that you get all the pieces, because it's really easy to forget some of the pieces. So our answer here is 47.5 units squared. Let's try this one. This one is made up of a rectangle and a semicircle right there. Okay, so our rectangle is 19 by 12. So our area of our rectangle is 19 times 12. And the area of our semicircle is going to be, you're going to use the area of a circle, which is, area of a circle equals pi times the radius squared. So pi r squared. All right. We know that our diameter is 12 feet. Our radius is half of that. So our area is going to equal pi times half of the diameter, which is 6 squared. This is really important. Remember when we talked about circles and we talked about we had to square the radius before we multiply by pi. You don't want to square them both. It'll mess you up. We had some of you that were going to square both of those. Okay, so let's pull out our calculator. We've got 19 times 12, which equals 228. And then we have pi, which we are going to estimate as 3.14. We times by, hold on, I forgot. We got to square 6 first. 6 times 6 is 36. Times pi, 3.14, is 113.04. So then we need to add those together. 228 plus 113.04. 228 plus 113.04 is 341.04. We are in feet. And since it's area, we have to square that. So there's your answer right there. Let's look at the next one. All right, we've got 4 different shapes here. We've got a triangle here, triangle here. We've got a weird quadrilateral here, but we could actually take this and make it a parallelogram, right? And then this is a rectangle here. So, we're not going to do this triangle, we're going to do a parallelogram here. Area of the triangle is 1/2 base height. Area of a rectangle, base times height. Area of a parallelogram is also base times height. Alright, so we know that the base of our triangle is 11.2. The height of our triangle is 4.5. So we've got that equation there. Our rectangle, our base is 8. And our height is 4.5. This is all in centimeters. Got that equation, okay? Then when you're doing a parallelogram, make sure you are using the height at a 90-degree angle. If you guys remember doing parallelogram area, 6.7 times 8 is what it is. Our height is 6.7, our base is 8. So let's pull out our calculator again. All right, we have got 11.2 times 4.5, and we need to times that by 1/2, or divide it by 2, which is 25.2. That is the area, and it's centimeters squared. I'm not going to label it yet because I'm just going to label it when I'm done. That's the area of our triangle. Area of our rectangle is 8 times 4.5, which is 36. And area of our parallelogram is 6.7 times 8, which is 53.6. So 53.6 plus 36 plus 25.2. We are just adding these 3 together, and we get 114.8. We are in centimeters, so it is centimeters squared. So what you really want to do when you're doing these is cut them into shapes where you know the formulas. Find the area of each shape you took out of there and then add them together to get the area of your entire composite figure.